Hi everyone, my name is Hugo Ortega. I am a primary care doctor that works in Glen Oaks. I first learned about Plant Powered Metro New York back in, I think it was like December of 2020, when I was speaking with my nutritionist about how to go whole food plant-based. I was in my residency in my second year during training, and I wanted to start working on losing weight because I was at probably my highest at like 489 pounds. I did not want to hit 500 and I wanted to do something to stop it. I heard about going whole food plant-based through the Forks Over Knives documentary and wanted to see if it would work for me. So throughout 2020, I started to slowly transition over, but I didn't do a full commitment until I joined Plant Powered Metro New York in January of 2021. With the program itself, what was extremely useful about it was not only the fact that they gave us education throughout most of the days and taught us about like how good it is for the planet and how good it is for weight loss and how good it is for your health and preventing cancer and all these things. But it was also that I was paired with a mentor. I would say that's probably the most important thing. Having that accountability and having someone to talk to and troubleshoot issues really gave me the motivation to keep going. And, even since then, I've still been chatting with my mentor and he's been wonderful. He'll recommend restaurants when I go to some random location and I'm like, I don't know where to eat good here that's healthy. And so that's always been really good for me. And so after I did that program, I actually found out about an American College of Lifestyle Medicine when I asked the question about how do I teach this to my patients. One of the websites they gave me was for the American College. And since then, I've started getting trained in lifestyle medicine, teaching people how to go whole food plant-based, and I've become a member of that. And honestly, it's nice to see it loop back around. I've seen that the program continues to run jump starts every once in a while. The YouTube channel has like Spanish cooking videos and English cooking videos, which has been really useful for my Spanish-speaking patients to just kind of hand it out and give it to them. And what I like most about it is that it's like approachable, right? It's a 2-week jumpstart, right? Most people can do things for 2 weeks, right? A lot of people crash diet for 2 weeks. So why not go whole food plant-based for 2 weeks? And if you want, you can get, blood work and stuff before and after to really see how different it was. So for example, for me, I used to be pre-diabetic. I was very close to diabetes at one point. And since then, I've been normal, right? I recently checked my A1C. It was like 5.6. Maybe like a month ago. And that was thanks to this, right? I've also lost a bunch of weight. I went from 489 at my highest to 394 at my lowest, which is huge. I wasn't that way since like maybe high school. And, it was all thanks to this. I feel good. My urticaria and my eczema and stuff all improved while I'm plant-based. And really a lot of things are wonderful. I owe a lot to the program, and I'm happy to recommend it to anyone and everyone. Yeah, and I would like to say that the going whole food plant-based helps for almost everything, right? Almost any chronic disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, things like heart disease, right, can all be improved with a whole food plant-based diet. I've started working with my patients closely to do that, and I actually have a few patients who have come off their insulin since I started. Actually, one I believe is very likely going into remission, which is what we call the fancy way of saying that he's cured. And so probably when I see him next month, I'll probably take him off all of his medicines. And so I just want to say that, these sort of things you believe you have to live with for all your life, but you don't. If you really do commit to a whole food plant-based diet and to exercise and to sleeping regularly, you really can make a huge difference. And doesn't matter how old you are, doesn't matter how long you've had these chronic diseases, this will help no matter what. And for a lot of people, it's kind of scary, right, to switch to this kind of diet. It seems like it's a huge change. But what I like to tell a lot of my patients, and what works for me really, was to just think of the things you make regularly, whatever you cook, and think of how can I make it healthier, right? What can I replace in the diet that in this meal that will let it still taste the same but be way better? So for me, for example, with chili, instead of using ground meat, we use sweet potatoes and black beans. A very simple change, but I still get the same flavor, the same taste, and the same satisfaction of eating chili, just with no, negative effects.